Welcome to Torah Tech Tips. Today we're talking all about audio. Welcome to Torah Tech Tips. I'm Rabbi David, and I'm here to share with you some fantastic tips to help you teach Torah in the age of the internet. So many people think that video is the most important thing when it comes to presenting yourself online. But the truth is, your video can be and it's okay. But if your audio isn't fantastic, if people can't hear you clearly, then they're going to tune right out. So today I want to talk all about audio, and I have two fantastic tips to share with you. The first is one you're going to have to pay for. The second one is completely free. There are lots of different microphones that you can use when you're presenting online, on Facebook, on YouTube, in a Zoom meeting, in a Google Meet, wherever you are online. Lots of different microphones will work. You could use Bluetooth, you can use wired, the little Apple iPhone wired headsets. Any of those microphones will work well, but a dedicated USB microphone is a real game changer when it comes to making sure that your audio is the best that it can be. And my USB microphone of choice is the Samson G-Track Pro. And I want to tell you why this microphone for me has become so invaluable. First of all, it's a great looking mic. I've got it hanging right up above me here. It has great sound quality. But more importantly, it's not just a mic. It's a microphone with a built-in mixer. So I can plug my guitar with a 1/4-inch cable, or any other instrument for that matter, right into the back of this microphone, and it will actually mix both the microphone and the input, that 1/4-inch input sound, and I can set levels for both and have both of them run into whatever program I'm streaming on, whether it's a meeting or Facebook or YouTube. With just that microphone and my 1/4-inch cable, I am good to go. So let me show you a little bit more about this microphone. It's called the Samson G-Track Pro. Here I'm on the Samson website. You can see here that there are three knobs on this device. The bottom knob is the volume. So that's the volume in your headset. You will see in a moment that on the back there's an audio out where you can plug in a headset so you can monitor in real time the sound that's coming through your microphone. So there's the volume there. Above that is the auxiliary input. That's the 1/4-inch jack in the back. So if you have a guitar that has electronics built in, you can plug it right into your Samson G-Track Pro and you can set the level with that knob. The top knob is the mic knob. That's for the voice that is coming through your microphone. Above that, there's a mute button, so you can very quickly mute and unmute yourself. And then up at the top there, just under the Samson logo, there are some additional settings to tweak your audio. Let's take a look around this device. You can see there's a regular USB plug that comes out of the tochas of it, plugs right into your computer. It does come with a stand. It's a nice stand, actually. I'm not using it because I have mine hanging above me on a boom stand. You want these mics as close to your mouth as possible without really getting in the way. Here's the back of the Samson G-Track Pro. You see that 1/4-inch input down there. Above that is a headset output, so you can plug your headset in there and in real time monitor what the sound is. You can also turn the monitor on and off from that little switch up above there. There's your port to plug it in via USB. And you can see it there separated from the stand. It will mount to any microphone stand that you have. You don't have to use the built-in one. And there it is with a computer behind it. This is a really wonderful tool that I've been using constantly. So when I'm leading a service or I'm teaching and my guitar is a part of what I'm doing, I've got my cable plugged into my Samson G-Track Pro up there. I've got my mic ready to go. I just plug in and I get fantastic sound in whatever setting I'm in. And I use this even when I'm not using my guitar. You don't have to use both. You don't have to use the mixer. You can just use it as a USB mic. It's svelte, it's clean, it's simple, and I love it. It's about $130. I'll put the link for it in the description, or in the comments rather, below. Every week I promise you a free tip. Here is your free tip this week. And that is tweak your audio settings. In Zoom, when you're in a Zoom meeting, Zoom gives you lots of ways to tweak your audio so that it is the best that it can possibly be. There are wonderful websites that show you how to do this. I'll link to one in the comments below. But let me just walk you through very quickly some of the very simple steps that you can take to make your audio sound the best. When you go into Zoom, you want to click in the right-hand corner on that gear icon to open up your Zoom settings. On the left-hand side, you'll see general, video, and audio. You want to jump into the audio settings. In audio settings, you'll be able to choose the microphone that you want to use. You'll want to choose either Samson G-Track Pro or something else if you're using that. You can actually get control of your own volume. So if you uncheck automatically adjust microphone volume, that will allow you to have control. The reason why that's important is that Zoom sort of magically in the background can make lower or higher your audio volume. And if you want to make sure that it's consistent, if you're playing an instrument or singing, that might be an important setting for you to uncheck. You can leave suppressed background noise on or on auto, because we're actually going to turn that off. We're going to bypass that completely later on. Then at the very bottom of that screen, you're going to want to check on advanced. When you check on advanced, it'll give you a few more options. Here's the most important: enable original sound. You want to enable original sound, and then when you're in your meeting, at the top left-hand corner, you want to make sure that enable original sound is turned on for your microphone. This again will bypass all of the compression, all the funky stuff that Zoom might do with your audio on its side, and allows you to have control of your audio. When you join a meeting, you can join with your computer audio, and then again up in that top left-hand corner, make sure that turn on original sound is used. You can actually in Zoom set it so that every time you use whatever microphone you usually use, that it automatically turns on. You don't have to do that every meeting. There are additional settings that you can set up. If you go into zoom.us and then access your settings from there, that's the full settings page, you can now enable stereo mode. And once you do that, once you turn on or enable stereo mode, you'll have that pop up as an option within your Zoom settings also, which will further make your audio sound fantastic. So there are some tips when it comes to sound in audio in Zoom. You want to go through and make sure that you have set up the best system settings for your audio so that you sound as great as you possibly can. And to make that even better, maybe grab a fantastic USB microphone. You can get them at Best Buy, you can get them on Amazon. And again, I'll drop the link to the Samson G-Track Pro down below. Friends, those are your TORAH tech tips for this week. Sound great every time you are on a Zoom call, every time you're presenting on Facebook or YouTube. It makes all the difference in how you share your TORAH and inspire the world. I'll see you next week with some more TORAH tech tips.